Hey, welcome to the Puff Sip Chat. My name is Reggie Kimball. Join us as we explore the world of premium cigars and premium whiskey with the people who make it possible. On today's episode, I'm at the Cigar Quarters just outside of Tampa, right in between Tampa and Orlando in Haines City, Florida. We got the Cigar Quarters, y'all. Let's go check it out. Anthony, my brother.
My man, how you doing?
Hey, good to see you, man.
Good seeing you too.
Let's get started. I want you to show me your humidor selection. How about that? Tell me about your sticks, brother.
All right, man. I got a large variety of sticks. Sticks today. We got the House of Lucky. The House of Lucky sticks is made here in Florida. They have several different types of lines, from your regular tobacco to flavored to infused. They're classical. They're light, mild cigars. They also make a bar pole called the Wisdom and the Solomon that we carry here. Then everybody knows our big dog, Jewish State. So we have the shades, the undercrown shades, and the undercrown Maduros here that we sell in all various different sizes. One of the big lines that we do carry here is Esteban Caballeros out of Nicaragua.
Okay, so tell me about your house sticks, brother.
Our house sticks are actually made by Esteban Caballeros and by Blue Mountain Cigars. Our house sticks are Nicaraguan binder, filler, and wrapper. We carry Churchills, we carry the 6x60s, and then we carry the big dog, the 8x8. We also infuse our own cigars with Jimmy Beam, bourbon, 20 grand cognac, Crown vanilla. So we take our regular house line cigars, the Coronas, and we infuse them for at least 45 days in the liquor.
So all this is infused. This is all your infusions.
This is our infusions here.
Okay.
Here is all dip cigars from Blue Mountain.
Gotcha. Okay.
One thing unique about our boutique cigar, our lounge, is we have a whole wall here of black-owned cigar manufacturers. Howard G to Drunk Chicken to Rooster Smokehouse, Conscious, Blue Mountain Cigars, Viero, Black Star Cigar Line, Epic, Carolina Blue. All these are all black-owned cigar lines that a lot of individuals don't even know about. And one thing unique about our lounge is we believe in art. So we have a lot of artistic stuff made by my man Jimmy Athens Creations. We do cigar lockers. We do memberships. We have our swag in this lounge here. You know, it's very relaxing. The ambiance is set up in a way that it's a nice, real environment, very comfortable environment. A lot of times we just hear jazz going. We hear a little bit soft R&B. We do beer and wine here, and canned cocktails. Like I said, we have a lot of swag, from hats to ashtrays made by Athens Creation. We believe in our Black Girl Magic. We got Joss Cellars. That's one of our main wine carriers. On Friday nights and Saturday nights after 9 o'clock, we do have a DJ to play. Like on Friday nights will be our 90s R&B. Saturday nights will be R&B night. So we play music that is more old school, grown and sexy. No rap, none of that stuff. We keep a very calm environment, a loving environment that people at our age that want to come out and enjoy and have a good time and don't have to worry about any problems. One of the good things that we have is not only we have an indoor smoking area, we do have an outdoor patio area. So in our outdoor, we have the lanai, the pergola out here, waterfall, green wall, nice dance floor, great surreal experience out here that individuals can really come out here and enjoy themselves, especially when it's getting into cooler weather. During the wintertime, we have the fire pits going. It's just a beautiful experience.
Brother, thank you so much for showing me the humidor. Congratulations, by the way, an incredible selection here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It was a task, but our team, we after wife and I, from New York down to Miami. Once we found out what cigars was really working and where, we made a decision on how we wanted ours.
My first time here, brother. I like it.
Welcome.
I like it. I like it. You guys have done a good job.
Thank you.
And so are you both heavily involved in running the operation? Is it just a team effort here?
It is a big team effort.
7 days a week.
Okay. Making it happen. All right.
What we like to specialize in is our hospitality.
Okay.
So the moment you walk through the front door, you walk through the back, and I don't care where we at, you're going to get a great welcome, whether you want it or not.
Let's start talking about the Cigar Quarters.
Yes.
Again, congratulations. I love what you got going on. So when did this actually open up?
This opened up June 14th of 2021. 21.
Yes, 21.
It was in planning since 2018. And once it got, put it like this, my fraternity brother, Derek Fiacher, he used to be the city manager. He came to me and said, hey, look, I'm looking to expand and grow Haines City. He wants a good business networking type of entertainment brought to Haines City. He asked me what I thought. What did I think about? I said, well, you got plenty of golf courses. So that's a great place to do business.
Golf is a big part of what we do in the Puffs to Chat. We have a tournament coming up, by the way. Shout out to that again in March. Okay, you got to come through. Yeah.
And I said, well, what you don't have and what Polk County don't have is a good, true cigar lounge.
Okay.
He was like, okay. I'll connect you with some people that has buildings and let's make it happen. And that's just basically how it happened.
Wow.
And so I was like, well, you got to give me some time because, I love cigars. I've been smoking cigars since the 90s. And my wife wasn't a cigar smoker. So I knew in order for us to be successful, she has to be totally on board.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, how can I approach this with also getting her on board to make this successful? So I was like, hey, look, let's start hitting cigar lounges. So I went to New York, going down, Georgia, Texas, Miami, hitting the cigar lounge so she can get used to the cigar culture.
And how long ago was this when that happened?
Back in 1819, right?
1819.
Okay.
And
so you're fairly new.
No. She still wasn't smoking.
I wasn't smoking. I'm new to smoking, but
she was
not to the culture.
I understand. Okay.
Culture. She I like this environment. I like business networking. You don't know who you really gonna meet there. So I was like, okay. So we opened up. Everything was going fine. Still, I gave her. How many books did I give her about cigars?
Probably 3, 4. I read them all.
Had them watching all the Davenport videos.
So we're educators by trade. By trade, we're educators. So for me, it was reading. So he gave me all these books from leaves to how they process the whole thing. And I saw not saying that it's a healthy thing, but it's different from, cigarettes, nicotine.
Yes.
So I saw the growth in it, and just the culture alone is a secret. So, and that's what I learned, and it's a grown adult type of thing.
This is it's for us.
Yes.
It's for grown folks.
Right.
And it's a welcoming us, right? It's everybody. It includes everybody. Men, women, white, black, Latino, everybody's involved.
And you really can't explain it to an individual.
Yeah, that's right.
But they have to experience it, if that makes sense.
And it kind of changes their whole mindset perspective on evaluating life in general. It's just sitting down here talking to individuals and networking with individuals. It's just like, I would have never had this opportunity to sit down and just fellowship with you.
That's right. This brings us together.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's different from a bar setting. Like, if you go to a bar.
That's right.
You're drinking. I'm sitting right next to you. We have a conversation, but I'm not going to remember you or the conversation.
Exactly. And not only that, if you go to just a regular bar, right, you might sit at the bar and you might not even speak.
Right.
There's something about this that makes us connect. But you don't necessarily speak to people when you're in a bar all the time.
Right. Absolutely. And the cigar culture has no color.
Divide up the responsibilities at the Cigar Quarters. How do y'all do that?
Well, I got during the week. I got everything during the week. I'm the cigar aficionado.
Okay. Okay.
When it comes down to cigars,
he got to be here.
Either I'm here or I'm accessible on the phone.
So you're an old head. You've been smoking a long time. You like me?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah,
I can tell you all about it.
There you go. There you go.
I'm good with the newbies.
That's newbies learn from other newbies because you can give them firsthand knowledge about this is what I experienced.
And that's exactly what I do.
Mm-hmm. And I had to learn about wine, beer.
Mm-hmm.
And the wine is my expertise.
Yes. She like that wine.
See, I'm a whiskey.
Yeah.
Single malts and bourbons. I can tell you all about that.
I can help you with that too.
Study. And it's tough to try to, I can only go by what I read.
Mm-hmm.
When I found out Ritual made the tequila, the whiskey and stuff, and I started tasting it, I was like, okay, and even the whiskey and rum drinkers or they'll sip it like, it's different. I taste it, but it's not gonna get me. You're not gonna give me what I want.
That's right. Yeah.
He said, it has the same type of flavor. So now I have an actual, instead of this book knowledge, now I have an actual test that I can do that I can relate and conversate with.
Mm-hmm.
So she handles the bar on the Fridays and Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that's fitting. The person that drinks handles the bar. That's right.
So during the week, it's there's basically all me and our team.
Yeah, we have a great team.
Yeah, great.
Not only do we have a great team, but we have great customers that are willing to volunteer because this is not around too many places. So they protect it. It's a home away from home, right? It is. So they protect it, and we come up short with someone coming in. They was like, "I'll come in for an hour, whatever." Yeah, we have. When I tell you, we have awesome customers that are not customers anymore. They're not only members; they're our family.
They're family.
They're family.
Yeah. You don't see that in a lot of other industries. Right. That's one thing that's unique to the Cigar Lounge.
Exactly.
People you run into people all the time that go to a specific lounge. They feel like that's truly their place.
Exactly, and it is.
Yeah. And so you touched on the fact that both of you are educators before this, so this is what you did prior and still do to some degree? Okay. Yes. Talk about that a little bit.
Right now we currently own a non-for-profit school, middle school, high school. We specialize in vocational trades. So teach over 108 different vocational trades. We moved to Florida in 2007. Our kids were going to regular school from New York, going to public school.
So New York is is that home?
Home.
New York City or?
Long Island.
Long Island, okay, all right.
And when we came down here, it was just like, okay, our son, hey, what type of trade you going to get into? Start prepping our daughter. What type of trade, whatever, what did they have at the school? They didn't have that at the school now. And due to our nature, we were like, okay, if we see a void, what can we do to fill that void? Marine Corps taught us, was like, hey, if you have a situation, build it to get over it.
That's right.
And get past it. So we decided on uniting together, getting everything educational wise what we needed to have in order to run the school.
It's one of those things. If you're going to complain about it, do something about it.
And what's the name of the school?
Grant Career and Technical Education Center.
Grant Career Technical
Education.
Okay.
GCT
Center. Okay, that's awesome, man. That's it. Every lounge, I've always said, I kind of like classify lounges. I put them in categories. I think there's some that kind of fall into this like sports bar category where it's a great place to kick back, watch a game. Some kind of, I'll call them like the man cave where it's just you and a bunch of guys and men and women sitting around chit-chatting, real quiet, maybe a little soft music playing in the background. Then you got some that are like suave. I call them my James Bond lounges. Where you put the sport coat on and got to get dressed up and hang out and get your top hat on. You get your big fedora flopping. Or then you got some that are just, especially in Atlanta where I used to live, it's just come get your party on. You just come get your party on. And there's a time and a place for everything. They're all about the culture. What would you put category?
All the above.
Oh, wow, okay.
All the above.
Okay. So you do a little bit of everything.
Yes.
Here. Okay.
We have a nightlife.
With class.
With class. Okay.
Absolutely.
With class. All right.
All about grown folks networking. If you're here, you want to have a good time, but you're also here with a business-minded mindset. This is the place to be.
This is the place to be. What's been the biggest challenge for y'all since you opened?
We had a few challenges, but our biggest one is our park. Yeah. The area here, statistically, geographically, where we're located, parking is hard. And then the other thing, the building. This building was built in April of 1900. This used to be the Haines City Herald.
Really?
Yes. So this concrete on this floor,
it's been here a long time.
Yes.
Like 4 feet deep. The concrete is thick.
If this could talk, right? When you're not working, or just even when you're actually just sitting back and having a cigar and enjoying, hanging out with your patrons or just each other. What's your favorite topic of conversation? We always say what we like to puff on, what we like to sip on, what you like to chat about.
What we like to chat about, man. Everything. You know what? The main thing is our youth. One of our biggest conversations.
That's what I meant by indirect, because you guys have touched on this.
The biggest conversation that we had in here is the change between, because we can have several different age groups sitting at the table, and we want to learn the young kids' perspective, their true perspective of life. And ambition and stuff like that. And, a lot of times we try, and I catch myself from doing it, but, it's tough for me to stop. But we try to tell them, hey, when we were younger, a lot of these kids don't have no clue on what we're talking about. When we say, well, we're young, this is how we did things. They're listening to you, but do you really understand?
Is it soaking in?
Nah, it's not. So our analogy we have to do a different approach now. It's like, okay, what are you experiencing? Okay, let me give an example of what you're experiencing and how that can influence your life in a good way or in a negative way. So we got to start looking into their world and using analogies for them to understand or comprehend on what life is really about. A lot of them believe life is love and hip hop.
Let me tell you, man.
That's not reality.
Reality shows, man. Reality shows in general aren't reality. That's right.
Because it doesn't show the struggle and how you get out of the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Because you could go through the struggle. Sometimes you go through the struggle to learn how to maneuver the next thing you have in life, right? Reality shows don't show that.
No, it doesn't.
Because you could, right. Because you don't have to get, and some people think that because you have to struggle, you have to give up. You don't have to give up. It's just what you learn from that struggle.
Yeah,
and I believe that everyone at test becomes their testimony, and that's bottom line.
You hear that all the time, too, about people giving up right before they would have been a success. A lot of businesses fail. Yeah, it's like they were this close to breaking out, but they let it go.
Exactly. Right, but you know what? It's different techniques. If you go a year, we're coming from New York, it's a different environment. So we have to feel, okay, what type of environment is this? So it's either we adapt or if it's too hot, get out the kitchen, right? Or you stay and let me see how can I service the people right here, because we've made a lot of changes and you got to do that sometimes in business. You got to change to adapt to what the people are asking for because, we don't have all New Yorkers here, So
and also without losing your goal.
Right.
Everybody has a mission statement. You work off that mission statement, adapt to the area, but still keep the same mission. Our mission is business professional networking business.
Exactly.
So that's what we are. It's a cigar lounge about business networking.
I'm here for that. Right. I'm here for that. I'm glad y'all are here because we need more good brothers and sisters like the two of you in the state of Florida.
Like, yes. We might not even know.
Exactly. And that's the other thing. We support. That's right. And we got to support.
That's right. We have to.
If there's enough out there for all of us, why can't we grow together,
That part is true. There's enough for all us to eat.
Exactly.
There's enough for all of us.
Absolutely.
So, last question I have about the cigar world. What did you know? Just when you created this, I guess, when you look back over the last 2.5 years, what do you wish you had known? What didn't you know going into this? That you're like, man, I wish I had known.
A lot.
Well, one of the biggest things that we learned, and we just recently learned this, was a lot of the cigar lounges, the more smaller boutique, not the commercialized ones. We run into a lot of issues when it comes down to buying, and deals, and whether or not Cheuhai Fuentes or these big companies even will give you a chance. But a lot of them will say, hey, we're not taking on new customers. What we learned in the small boutiques, don't only just get your cigar retail license. Get your wholesale distribution license. In Florida, it's only $25.
Listen to this, man.
Once you get your wholesale distribution license, they will come seek you out.
Yes.
Free game right here on the Puff Slip Chat.
There you go. There you go. It's not a secret.
We just got it 3 weeks ago. The companies that we've been calling for the past 3 years didn't even answer our emails or whatever, didn't return our phone calls, actually making appointments to come see us, because now they know that we're out there now.
Right.
Distributing other cigar lines that we carry here, and
it's a game changer.
Game changer.
Wow.
I mean, I got offered deals and stuff. But wait,
they give him jobs.
You just had new revenue opportunities created just by doing that.
Just like that, and they want to do cutting lights and all sorts of stuff. Oh, we want to sponsor your lounge.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So it's different. Like I said, don't just invest in just getting your tobacco license, wholesale retail license. Well, your retail license, get your wholesale distribution license.
Yeah.
That's so true. We have the same thing.
So you already know.
We already know. So I know. So this is. I'm just so glad that they're hearing it from you as a lounge owner. Right. I think that's more powerful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a game changer.
It is a game changer.
Game changer.
And I hope they're not coming for me. But, I didn't do anything wrong today.
Oh man. For him, but just giving that information.
Yeah, you're right. I'm about to say, man, you just told too much. You just spoke too much. So, hey, to wrap things up, what should I have asked you that I did not ask you that you want people to know?
Just the name of the Cigar Quarters. How we came up with this.
Yes.
Oh, well, like you said.
I didn't even think about that. You know why? Because in the back of my head, I thought I knew. I thought it was obvious.
Tell me what you thought.
I was thinking that when I said the Cigar Quarters, I just think, come on, like headquarters for cigars, like HQ, sit down.
Yeah.
This is your neighborhood HQ for cigars. But I'm probably way wrong, right? Tell me what it's about.
So when it was offered from my fraternity brother, Derek Beacher, to do something, I was like, all right, we got to come up with a name. A name that fits this city. The city is divided by the train tracks, the railroad train tracks right there. You have, quote unquote, the other side, and then you have the low income side when you cross over the train track. This is the beginning of the low income side, right here at this train track.
Okay.
It's City Hall right across the street.
Okay.
They used to, for census, they used to call this area the quarters. It was a negative stigmatism because that was a low-income area. That's how they used to do the head count. And whoever's in the quarter area, your family is considered low-income, X, Y, and Z. So I'm the type of person, we were the type of
turn that negative into a positive.
Negative into a positive.
I love it. I love it.
When we first mentioned and put out there that we're naming a place the quarters, we got a lot of kickback from the neighborhood. They're like, oh, you don't know, that's an insult to us. So I was like, okay. I said, well, look at it like this. I'm changing that negative stigma that you guys have about this area and putting an elegant, high-end, high-class place in, showing that you guys have evolved from that negative stigmatism to an elegant, proud, bossy type of establishment.
Entrepreneurship.
And when they started looking, then we were highly receptive.
Changed everything.
Game changer.
Man, that was smart too. That was very smart. Man, I couldn't have been more wrong. I was way off. I was way off.
Because you would have to have known the history of the city.
That's right.
That's right. And that's what everyone does think. They think of headquarters because they sometimes confuse it to the cigar headquarters. But no, we are the quarters.
The quarters.
Yes.
All right. Well, broadcasting on the Puff Sip Chat from the quarters with Cheuhai and Anthony Grant of the Cigar Quarters. Thank you both for being on the Puff Sip Chat.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all so much. And so now, man, I'm looking forward to just hanging out for a little bit, chop it up with Madre Tierra, and just hang out, enjoy myself. So for those who are ever traveling through the state of Florida, and you know we love our lounges here, but there's one little lounge kind of there about the halfway point between Tampa and Orlando. I like to tell people that.
Exactly.
That's called the Cigar Quarters. The Quarters is right here. Come in and holler at these people. Great people. They're going to give you phenomenal service and some great fellowship here at the Quarters.
Absolutely.
I can tell already. I can't wait to hang out. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. And don't forget about Loyal to Ash, y'all. Every month we give out 4 to 5 cigars, premium cigars, and we're always going to make sure that we have at least one minority-owned, boutique-owned brand in that box so people can see the level playing field that you can get with those boutique brands where the quality's the same, if not greater in some cases. It's not bad. So Loyal to Ash, check us out on puffsipchat.com. Use code PUFF6, get a great discount, all that good stuff. But hey, I'm here with the duo of the Cigar Quarters. Thank y'all so much for having us on. And until next time, Puff Sip Chat Repeat. Remember, it ain't never about me. It's about the lifestyle. I'm out.